Good morning. It's Monday morning, the week of Christmas. It's 8 o'clock, so let's get started on our morning yoga. We're going to start in the standing position, drawing the hands to heart center. Begin to breathe in nice and deep, in through the nose and out through the nose. And release into mountain pose. We're going to start by warming up the right side. Squeeze the belly nice and tall in the spine. Squeeze the glutes and hamstrings forward. Begin to lift the right arm up. Take it around in a circle, trying not to move the trunk of the body so much as more in the arm and the shoulder. Now the left side. Now turn the palms towards the back of the body and lift up through the triceps. Gentle lifts upward. Lower down. Inhale, take it all the way through the back. Lift it up nice and tall and stretch right here. Right side a little taller. Now the left. And draw the hands parallel to one another. And then open the arms, palms facing up. Circle forward. Circle back. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, turn the palms away from one another and lower down halfway. Circle forward. Circle back. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, draw the arms forward, again parallel, palms facing one another as we open and close, squeezing through the back. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, collapse forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, take the hands up. And on the exhale, lower the arms. Shoulders should feel nice and heavy. Turn the wrists. Reverse. And now we'll come to a seated position. So crossing the legs, easy pose. Sitting nice and tall. Connecting the fingertips and allowing yourself to take that moment to set your intention. Being mindful of the things that you have going on today. Be reasonable with your thoughts, with your schedule. Be led by the agenda, but not oppressed by it. So no stress, no anxiety. Planning is good, but not being in total control is even better. Allowing yourself to be open to anything that might happen during your day. Settle that thought into your mind. And now we'll breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Taking a second to just hold that breath before you release it. release the hands into a seated spinal twist, taking the right hand to the outside of the left leg and taking the left hand behind the body. Lift the chest and turn the body into that spinal twist. And releasing forward, switching sides. And release, lower the chin down to the chest. Roll the shoulders back and down, giving it a nice good stretch right here. Leading the crown of the head forward. Right ear to right shoulder. Turn the head down. Release the left hand. Turn the gaze upward. Return that chin to the chest. Restore the arms, switching left ear to left shoulder. Turn the gaze downward. Release the right hand. Turn the gaze upward. Feeling the stretch along the sides of the neck. Chin back to chest. Return the hand and open the legs. Reaching for the toes, glide the hands down the shins. And maybe reaching for the big toe. If you can't make it to the toes, that's not a problem. Then maybe aim for the shins, the upper part or top of your feet. We're going to try to press the lower lumbar flat. So instead of curving forward, we're going to push the chest out and lower the stomach down as we reach in the direction of our toes. And using the breath to take time into lowering. Inhale, exhale. Gliding the right hand towards the left, lowering down and stretching through that leg. Switching sides. Back to the center, open the arms nice and big, again reaching down here toward the toes. Draw the hands forward and lower down the elbows for an even deeper stretch right here. Open the hands nice and wide. Walking it right back up towards the pelvis and bringing the feet into seated cobbler. Lengthen the spine as you allow the hips and knees to lower naturally as far as they are willing to go. We're going to work through a new pose today, so we're doing some stretches to help with that pose. We're going to do standing big toe. And that is going to be very challenging. We've done one-legged stance using the strap, and today we're not going to use a strap, but we're going to try very hard to see if we can hold that big toe as we open the leg. So as I've been practicing this, I've noticed how very difficult it is. So I may only do it for a second or two, but I think it's good to challenge and practice new and different things. So we're going to work through that by doing it in the seated position. So reaching for the big toe of the right foot. Inhale. Exhale and open up. And that's what our pose will look like in the standing position. Right now, just working through it in that seated position. Remember to keep the tummy tight and to really straighten up through the back and spine. And then lower down. Inhale. Exhale through the opposite leg. We're working through lengthening and strengthening that back side of our leg, the hamstring, calf, and Achilles. And slowly begin to lower down. From here, we're going to turn into tabletop. And we're going to make cat and cow circles. Those circles will go left to right. Inhale, draw to one side. On the exhale, circle the spine over. And then reverse directions. Now I'm going right to left. And then drawing yourself nice and flat in tabletop position, we'll begin our cat and cow. Inhale on cow, exhale on cat. Curl the toes under and lift all the way up into that kneeling position. Release the hands. We're going to come into camel. Inhale. Exhale. Push the hips forward as you lengthen the spine upward and let the chest curve over, and then reach the hands back towards the heels, taking it as low as you feel comfortable. Withdrawing slowly, uncurling the toes, and allowing the hands to stay back behind you as you come into child's pose. Restoring in tabletop. Walk the hands forward. Inhale, push the hips back towards the heels, and exhale into a nice big cobra. From here, keeping the hands out nice and in front of the body. Curl the toes under, and we're going to crawl our bear forward. So come up onto the toes into a wider stance of bear, and we're going to work her forward and crawl her back. Extend into plank, bear, crawl bear forward, crawl back to plank. Last time, crawl all the way forward, finding yourself coming into forward fold. Create your figure eight. Release. Roll up. Walk it out. So this next vinyasa is going to include several different movements, creating a nice long flow, consistent with a good workout this morning. We're going to start by doing our sun salutation. And as we end our sun salutation on the right side, we're going to go right into warrior flow. And from warrior flow, we're going to go into a nice standing split. And we're going to do all of that in succession with one another on the right side. We're going to do 2 times on the right side, and then we'll turn and do 2 times on the left. So start by coming to the top of your mat, hands to heart center. Prepare your breath. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway. Forward fold. Left leg back. Right lunge. Plank. Chaturanga into up dog. Downward facing dog. Draw the right leg forward once more and come up into warrior one. Warrior two. Reverse. Side angle. Warrior three. Standing split. Forward fold. Chair pose. And lift all the way up to mountain. Hands to heart center. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway. Forward fold. Release the left leg, right lunge. Plank. Chaturanga to up dog. Downward facing dog. Right lunge. Warrior one. Warrior two. Reverse. Side angle. Warrior three. Standing split. Forward fold. Chair pose. Raise all the way up. Mountain pose. From here, we're going to turn to the left. Heart center. Prepare your breath. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway. Forward fold. Release the right leg for left lunge. Plank. Chaturanga into up dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg forward for lunge. Lift up into warrior one. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Side angle. Warrior 3. Standing split. Forward fold. Chair pose. Inhale, exhale, mountain pose. Heart center. Inhale, exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway. Forward fold. Release the right leg, plank. Lunge, now plank. Chaturanga down into up dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg forward, lunge. Warrior 1. Warrior 2. Reverse your warrior. Side angle. Warrior 3. Standing split. Forward fold. Chair pose. All the way up. Release. Mountain pose. Walk it out. Roll the shoulders back. Turn forward. Good job. That was a lot of work. Took a lot of core and arm. Turn the feet towards the corners of your mat. Stand up nice and tall as we alternate between goddess and sunflower. Inhale. Exhale. Heart center. Turn the feet forward. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, wide leg, forward fold. From here, place the palms together. Halfway, open up the arms. Inhale, lower down. Stretch through the hips. Lengthen the tailbone. Flatten the back. Lengthen the hamstrings and glute muscles. Spinal twist. Use that thoracic pull to the left. Lower down, right side. Lower down, side to side in the rainbow. Open the legs and push and lengthen through the knees, drawing them back to the back side of the body. Draw yourself center. Forward fold deeper. Lower the crown of the head. Push up and walk the feet in. And gently raise up. Roll the shoulders back, walking inward. All right, let's work through that lifted big toe. Reminding yourself we're not looking for perfection today. We're going to root into the left leg. Taking the time that you need. If you fall out of the pose, just gently breathe yourself back in. We're just going to play around with it. It might not look pretty, and that's okay. Inhale, draw the right knee up, reach for the toe, and on the exhale, extend that leg wide and open. Draw the knee in and lower it down, walk it out. How'd you do? Not too bad. Good. All right, let's reroute. We're going to work through the opposite leg, taking your time to use your breath, get your balance. Slowly lower the leg down, walk the legs out. Good job for a first time, right? Roll those shoulders back. And we're going to turn and face the right. We're going to go right through that series again of sun salutation, warrior flow, standing split, and chair. 2 times on the right. Taking time to breathe through each posture. Halfway. Forward fold. Release the left leg back for right lunge. Plank. Chaturanga down into up dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg forward. Warrior 1. Warrior 2. Reverse your warrior. Side angle. Warrior 3. Standing split. Forward fold. Chair pose. And all the way up, release mountain. Heart center. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway. Forward fold. Left leg back, right lunge. Plank. Chaturanga, up dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg forward. Warrior 1. Warrior 2. Reverse. Side angle. Warrior 3. Standing split. Forward fold. Chair pose. And lift. Release. Walk those arms back. Turn one more time to the left. Building endurance today. Heart center. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway. Forward fold. Release the right leg for left lunge. Plank. Chaturanga to up dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot forward to lunge. Warrior one. Warrior two. Reverse. Side angle. Warrior three. Whoops. Right into your standing split. Forward fold. Chair pose. And lift up mountain. Hands to heart center. Last time through. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway. Forward fold. Right leg back, left lunge. Plank. Chaturanga to up dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg forward. Warrior one. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Side angle. Warrior three. Standing split. Forward fold. Chair pose. Lift up and release. Walk those shoulders back. And once again, come to the center. So we're just repeating everything we've already done. Walking the feet out. Hands to heart center. Goddess and sunflower. Heart center, turn the feet forward, inhale, take it up. Exhale, wide leg, swan dive, forward fold. From here, we're going to do halfway lifts. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Squeeze the belly upward. Thoracic twist. Lower down, other side. Lower down, side to side with that rainbow. Stopping in the center. Lower forward fold, create that crown down towards the floor. Slowly draw yourself up, walk the feet in, roll it up nice and slow. Roll the shoulders back. And we'll prepare one more time for that balance. Big toe, standing big toe. Leading with that left leg. Wide yoga toes, push down, get your balance. When you're ready, inhale to lift the knee and grab the toe, and then exhale to open the leg. I couldn't hold it for the full fourth breath. That can happen sometimes. Well, now go ahead and go through the right leg. And slowly lower down. Good job. Only one little wobble for me. Hopefully you did really well at home. Open up the legs now, and let's go ahead and work through that pelvis by creating that nice hula hoop circle. Taking it around, pushing, pulling, stretching. And switch sides. Alternate that circle to the opposite direction. And then returning yourself right to that nice tall position. Close the legs for tall staff pose. Articulating through the toes and squeezing the calf muscles nice and tall upward. Inhale, arms up. Relax the shoulders, and on the exhale, come high onto the toes. Slowly lower down the arms, but not the feet. Leave those heels up. And on the exhale, lower down the heels. Spinal twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to heart center. Exhale, mountain pose. Squeezing the glutes into the belly. Let them lift upward. Lower the shoulders. Tall, proud mountain. Activate the pose by squeezing the muscles. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, return to traditional mountain. Release. Walk the legs out. We're going to begin to go down onto the floor here in just a minute. Hands to heart center. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway. Forward fold. Walk it out into plank. From plank, exhale, downward facing dog. Plank. Stay in your downward facing dog now. Walk your dog. From here, come into bear by lifting high on the toes and bending the knees. Finding that nice flat back in bear. Bear to down dog. Return the knees down to tabletop. Knees out wide, big toes together. Child's pose. Take your child's pose over to the right. Give it a nice side stretch. And then walk it on over with your hands to the left. Draw it back to the center. And return to tabletop. From tabletop, walk the hands forward and find yourself coming into Sphinx. Push the hips down. Straighten the wrists, elbows in line with the shoulders, in line with the wrist, and pull it back towards the chest. Push the hips down as you lift the head and chin. Feeling that lower lumbar bending and curving in Sphinx pose. Now we're going to take Sphinx into dolphin. So pushing up onto the elbows, lowering the head and curl the toes under. Lift the hips up towards the ceiling. High on the toes. Dolphin. Lower the knees. Child's pose. Tabletop. And we're going to take ourselves right onto our back, working our core. Lie down nice and long. And then bending the knees, bring them up into half tabletop right here. Arms along the sides of the body. Point the toes. We're going to do a reach tap. So take the right leg and reach it out, keeping the knee bent, tap down. Bring it right back up. Switch to the left. If this puts too much strain on your back, then you can always place your hands right in that lower lumbar. So if you want to just lift and place the hands right there for support, and then do your taps. Stretch that leg out. Now bring the feet up, flex the heels, and we're going to tap together, down and up. Place the feet onto the floor, heels close to the glutes, and lift up into bridge. Lower the hips all the way down. And we're going to work through the pelvis right here. So the cat and cow in this lying position is just in the pelvis. Inhale. Exhale, push the belly out and arch the lower lumbar. Inhale, push it down. Lift the glutes into the pelvis. Exhale. Inhale. So I'm going to lift up my left hand so you can see how my pelvis is catting and cowing. One more time. And release nice and flat. So this is really good for your pelvic floor and the organs that are nice and low, your spleen, your colon, your bladder, those lower intestine. Draw the knees into the chest and gently rock side to side. And then find yourself coming into happy baby. Bring the soles of the feet together and come into reclining cobbler. Lift the hands up over the head and reach forward and grab the arms. Reclining tailor pose. Let those shoulders fall open and wide. Tops of the shoulders falling away from the top of the head. Line the elbows down nice and flat. Gently closing the knees and taking the arms out nice and wide. Let the knees come to the left as you turn to the right. Switching sides. Draw the knees into your chest. We're going to reach for our block for supported fish pose. So taking your block, And lie it long ways to rest that middle part of your back onto. The block should be in between the shoulder blades, and the shoulder blades should be surrounding that block for support. Top of the head or crown of the head reaching downward, chin is lifted, gaze is backwards in your supported fish pose. Slowly begin to draw the body forward, remove the block, and lift the hips up and placing the block underneath the hips where the lower back, lower lumbar meets the top of those gluteal muscles. And find yourself coming into a nice inversion, or if you want to come into full plow without a block, by all means, go ahead. Otherwise, let the legs fall forward over the trunk of the body in this inversion right here. Slowly begin to lower the legs down if you're in plow pose or in this inversion. Remove the block if you used it. We're going to come into corpse pose. So allowing yourself to get comfortable and warm. Begin to relax the breath. Release any tension in the muscles from postures you were holding. Softening the face, especially the tongue, the jaw, and the roof of the mouth. And settle back into your intention, drawing in peace in your savasana. Slowly begin to bring awareness to your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Preparing yourself to rise nice and slowly, taking your time. May the love and the light in me honor and respect the love and the light in me. Namaste.